I'm just here with Puppy. Hang on, let me just show you Pups. Pops. The light of my life, this hound dog is. Sorry, I'm fiddling and faffing. So, hello. God, where to start? So, I put a video out yesterday discussing my alopecia and heart condition due to the harassment from the British press and PTSD from the industry that I was in for a really long time, 25 years. And the industry that won't leave me alone to just talk to the people that follow me and have my life. And I'm doing that. I am doing that. But a lovely lady, she regrammed something from the mail today and thanked me for speaking to the mail, and I contacted her and I said, I don't speak to them. They write whatever they want, and they are obviously leaving out the bit that blames them. I've got a case against the mail at the moment for hacking me and stalking me. I don't speak to the British press. I don't speak to any media outlets here. I don't even do any podcasts anymore because everything gets twisted and made into something else that takes away from the truth and the message of everything that I say. And the reason why I've shared it is because I can and I want to. I've got nothing to hide. I'm just trying to educate people about what it is they read and consume on a daily basis, the stuff that hurts people. So in terms of my health, I started with my treatment. I got all that through the post. I started with my treatment this morning, which is tonics and scalp masks and things like that, which is great. And I've got my heart thing on. I don't want to show you, but I've got my heart tracker on. And, in the next few days, I've been painting. I've been painting already this morning. Fixed my Hoover because it was blocked, probably with this molten doggy, and started to think about my next article on Substack whilst there's just lots of wonderful creative things going on. But isn't it amazing that the physical manifestation of my harassment is being ignored in the mainstream media because they won't ever take the blame for what they do to people. People die because of them. People take their lives because of them. You've seen it play out so many times. What makes you still read it and believe it? And I'm not judging you. I'm just trying to say, please, I wouldn't tell you a lie. They lie. They use images of people like me to sell, to entice people onto their platforms, to create a massive income for themselves, while there's people like me that's struggling in a way to make an income at the moment because I can't go anywhere near the things that I'm good at. I am doing in terms of painting and stuff, and I will sell that. And also I have a Substack account, and you can pay annually 30 quid to be a paid subscriber, and that's just it's just to help me write as somebody that would like to, who's a creative, who wants to make money, starving artist basically. Although I'm not starving, not yet. So please, you know, go onto Substack. I write some lovely articles. I think they're fabulous. They come from the heart. They're what's going on at the moment. It's not so premeditated. I don't give myself deadlines. And I just publish when I'm ready to. And sometimes I publish when things aren't quite finished, but I just edit them while they're up there, because I've got nothing to hide. I don't have to prove that I'm talented. I can just share what I am. You know? But if your source of information in this world is still the British media and the British media outlets and all of them, whether it be a news programme on a channel like ITV News, will talk about their harassment of me in the video. They don't care about human health. They don't care about your health. They don't care about anybody's lived beautiful existence on planet Earth. They just exploit. And they're exploiting you as well as me. Believe me, they are. So if you want to know about me, you have to go to my YouTube channel. It's the only source. It is the source of all of my understanding. Not anything that's been lifted and twisted by them. And my writing and my shared art. And, you know, I have sold art and I'm going to sell art and prints and all the things. And I've got to work out a way to do some of that, because I want to sell some of my stuff to you guys who follow me. Because it's beautiful. I've top quality paper. The prints are so beautiful. I've been sending them as postcards to my friends and family. And my Christmas cards I've painted and printed myself this year. So, guys, I'm good, man. I'm good. I've got to speak to a lawyer, I think, at most, about this harassment and the fact that they're completely ignoring that they're the reason I'm hurting. And why I've been hurt. And as I'll say in the video, I'm not bothered about my hair so much. I have an itchy scalp and that can be irritating, but it is what it is. And I'm in such a good place in my life. I'm so in the moment due to my meditation practice and my living well and my ability to see light and love in everything is just the most wonderful thing. And my latest article on Substack is about living well and dying better. That's the name of it, is that when we learn to live in this world and connect with nature. I was just in my bedroom getting ready to come down and do this video, and I heard this bird song. And I looked out my window and I've got a blossom tree that's struggling at the moment, but it bloomed this year. It didn't bloom last year. It's bloomed a little bit, so it's definitely healing. And there was a goldfinch right on the top there, just hanging out, doing his thing, cleaning his chest. It's being beautiful. And if you look on my YouTube videos, you'll see birds streaking across the screen behind me while I'm talking to camera, because my garden's just full of beautiful birds. And I am a really happy person, despite the fact that my body has reacted to trauma and shock and PTSD and harassment by Britain. By the setup, by the system. And it really is like that. It really is like that. You can be so well and happy and spiritually awake. And God, I mean, the love that I have for my sons and my family and my dog and my friends. I mean, God, it's like pouring out of my broken heart. I can't stop loving, and I won't stop loving. And I won't stop loving myself either, because I found that in the past year. That absolute love for my beautiful soul and my kindness and my everything that I am and everybody needs to do that. Stop reading the mail, for God's sake. What on earth? All of them, even The Guardian. I had messages about something that came out in The Guardian that I had absolutely fucking nothing to do with, saying, oh, wonderful article in The Guardian, because everybody thinks The Guardian is so like rah-rah. It's a tabloid. It's that other thing that I say, you keep the name but change the policies. And nobody knows. They just think it's all the same. And it's not the same. It's a tabloid. They're all tabloids. I can't, you know, I've read the Times. I used to read it on a Sunday just to get some kind of something. But even that's just so fucking elitist and bollocks. Sorry, but it is. I have to get The Economist just to get some line about what's going on, top line, none of this trajectory and all the stuff that, whatever. And even that, you've just got to marry with what you've understood from what you've seen and heard with somebody else's opinion, because it's just an opinion. But the press can't keep getting away with abusing somebody and using somebody and then pretending that they're nothing to do with that person being unwell. You can't keep doing that. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, and I'm not going to give up trying to highlight that that's what they do. Because who else is going to do it? Because people in the system who are working on television won't rock the boat because they'll lose the jobs. I don't care about that. I'm out. I'm liberated. So I can use my knowledge and my wisdom and my insight as a warning to everybody that wants to waste their Saturday morning reading shite. Go to the source of somebody. If you hear something about somebody, go to the source. Go straight to Instagram or go straight to their YouTube channel or whatever feed they've got. That is what they are doing. Everything else is just spin and deflection and exploitation. Yes, puppy, it's exploitation, them motherfuckers. So listen, I'm going to spend a day, I'm actually thinking of painting a watercolour today in the garden. Which I might even film. Might be good to see it all come together and just do a video of that painting. It might be quite a funny experiment actually. Because, oh God, I'll veer off but there was a painting when I was young called Painting with Nancy, and it was a woman painting with a palette knife. And I used to sit and watch her create and talk, and it was wonderful and I loved it. And I would love to do that, you know, because you can philosophize and talk about life and what's going on in your life whilst getting back to what's happening on the canvas. And it's life is art. So I might do that. So I'm very inspired. I'm feeling good because I'm now actually being tracked and treated, which is wonderful. And I now want to just stay strong and focus. He's had enough. I am going to go. So you've had enough of this now? Yes, he wants to play. He's got a toy under his feet and he wants to play. So I'm going. I love you all. I care about your brains, your hearts, your souls, your minds, your imagination. But you won't grow as a human being if you're still sticking to reading all of that shite and watching all of that shite and believing it, because the last thing they care about is the truth. And they don't give a fuck about you. I'll speak to you later.